tried to rewrite the ending, but I rewrote the plot. Welcome to Life Twirls On. This isn't just a podcast. This is a production where I get the mic, the mirror, and the last word. Now, we've got hot topics, hot looks, and maybe just a little bit of hotness. Now, this week, we're talking about your favorite reality reads, okay? Luxury fatigue and living for the gram. So if you came for the shade, the sparkle, or just story time, keep your edges secure and your earbuds in. Now, we all know, I try to mind my Black business, but we all know that doesn't last long. So let's get into it. Starting with what's been twirling through the headlines. All right, now it's time for Twirl Talk, where the headlines spin and I spin right along with them. So a hot topic that has been on my mind lately is that everything is content. But are you actually living or living for content? Now let's talk about this image crafting era where we're all living in. Are you capturing the moment or just performing in it? I mean, I can't go to a restaurant. I cannot go to a luxury boutique. I cannot go to the car wash. Everyone is filming. Everyone is capturing content to the point where the employees of these stores are getting quite fed up because you're not actually living. Are you taking a picture of your beautiful plate of food? Or are you filming it and taking it from different angles and asking the waiter to bring it to the table 5 times so you can get the perfect shot? And by the time you do all that, the food is cold. Like, they're stopping work from people's jobs because they're trying to film the perfect moment. They're asking them to fluff and zhuzh their dresses, shine their heels, maybe even apply lotion. Like, it's getting out of hand. I'm really just tired of not living in the moment and seeing everyone just living their lives for the sake of what they're portraying on Instagram or TikTok. Literally, we're living in a Black Mirror moment. Everything that they're filming is to be shown. Now, listen, I know that I'm on reality TV. I am a celebrity. Some of that is part of my job, and some of the influencers is part of their job. They're getting paid to do all of this stuff. But I literally have been around girls who never put their phone down. We're at dinner, we're going out, we're having a good time. No matter where we are, they're filming every single moment. They're not in the moment. They're living to film. They're living for content. I remember times where I've looked around and I've seen everyone on their phones, and I really miss those days where you didn't talk on the phone when you were at dinner and you didn't dress up just so that you can post something for the day. Before this high content era, I was already crafting an image, right? But I made sure I was also living in it. See, the difference is between curating and living your life, and only living your life for the camera. I mean, I built my brand with intention. I still feel I knew how to be joyful, to be present. I cannot stand when people are on their phone, especially on a date. If you have your phone out on a date and you don't have kids, you won't get a second date. Not for me. Now, it feels like people are performing their personality for likes. People are live streaming their dates. Like, that's a whole show, right? And I understand it's just getting muddied what we're doing for our lives and what we're doing for money. I don't want to go on your date with you because I still don't feel like it's authentic because you have a camera there and you're not on a reality show. So what is the purpose of you filming your date? Because you're performing the whole time because you know the camera's there and you know you have to do this or say this, or I don't even know how restaurants are even allowing this kind of nonsense because it is so distracting. I feel like they should even just make rooms just for content in restaurants. If you're going to film, you can only film in this particular room in the restaurant. Otherwise, you're disturbing the other patrons who are just trying to enjoy the night out away from their kids, or, being on a date with a new person, or just having a girls' night out without having the pressure of making every shot like just so perfect. And let me tell you something. We don't consent to being background for these influencers. And trust me, I'm not attacking influencers because I think they're necessary to a degree. But I'm not agreeing to be in the shot. I find every time somebody takes out a camera, I'm like, oh, I'm dodging, I'm moving around, I'm turning my head. I shouldn't have to do all that because someone is trying to get content. And honey, they can't afford me in their content. Like, don't try to film me because you cannot afford me. Don't do it. I'm watching you. And I didn't sign a release, so don't make me come after you. You can have a brand and a real life. You can post the champagne and still tend to yourself and your home. But don't lose you trying to feed an algorithm and get more followers. Do you ever catch yourself performing for the camera instead of showing up for your actual life? I want to know. Drop your thoughts below and tag a friend who's doing both beautifully. I want to know. Let's hear about it. Now, you know what time it is when I have this tea kettle in my hand. The accent comes out, and you have to prepare yourself for the ultimate shade in reality tea. Got it. Yes. This came from Bridgerton, direct, serving up a piping hot cup of tea. Let's pour into another cup, because when it comes to reality TV, the reality always spills itself, darling. You know that the moment where the read is so iconic, they actually make icons. Anyway, your jaw drops, and then you run it back 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20 times, darling. Yes, we're taking those moments, and we're going to talk about them. Let's take a stroll down memory lane where the mic dropped moments that shaped reality TV forever. From underbites to side eyes, these just weren't reads. They were reality shifting. They changed the world. They became iconic. They were part of pop culture immediately. The culture was singing, and it was singing, girl. How many times have you heard that after you watched a reality TV show and somebody read somebody down or read somebody for filth? It became cultural currency, showing up in talk shows and TikToks and even on Jeopardy. Who gonna check me, boo? Was an actual question on Jeopardy. And even now we have AI babies reenacting these iconic moments from TV. So let me just tell you right now, you need to pull up a chair. You need to get a little cloth that you can just wipe your mouth with, because you're going to spit take many times after watching some of these most enjoyable and iconic reads of reality TV. Woo, this is going to be fun. All right. So at number one moment, I want you to sound off in the comments. What was your number one favorite iconic read? Number one is Close Your Legs to Married Men.
And his soon-to-be ex-wife, we've kept it this way.
Close your legs to married men.
Excuse
you heard
me?
it? Close your legs to married men.
Wow,
you heard it.
Nene, is he
you
legally married? You are absolutely
you
right.
Heard it from
You're
me.
absolutely
Close
right.
your legs to married men.
This one is still rounded, because there are still so many people that don't know how to close your legs to married men. Close your legs to married men. So I may not have this exactly right, but this is for Married to Medicine between Mariah versus Dr. Heavenly. Girl, you got an overbite. You got an underbite. No, child, I call that an over the yonder bite. It was a mess.
Let's talk about the teeth now.
I'd like to talk about yours.
I'd like to
because
talk
you
about
are a
mine. Let me tell
dentist,
you,
and you
I
have
am.
an overbite and
Let
an
me
underbite.
I do.
I call it an over yonder bite.
Simone.
Now, this girl has a special place in my heart. She is hilarious. And when I met her for the first time, she was so sweet and fun. And I could just tell she's really a sweetheart, even though she says the craziest things. She's really a sweetheart, and she's a fan. So, of course, I love her, girl. This quote is from the first real icon to me of reality TV. You know Tiffany, Miss New York. Come on, give it up for her. I am the original HBIC.
Do you know you have 30 minutes? 30, yes. Right now, I'm screwing with the delicious. I am so powerful. My mind, it amazes me sometimes. I should have an octane level. Ooh, you're mad. You're calling him that pretty early on. Wishful thinking.
Yeah.
You're a dreamer. You dream a lot in your sleep.
No, not really. I know.
Yes, you do.
No, I
yes,
don't.
you do. Ooh, you look like a fairy princess that resides over the pits of hell. What? Hi. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Not you. You can choke. Hi, pumpkin. Bye, pumpkin. I was choked up. I don't apologize because I never make, mistakes. Well, I would like to attempt to apologize. It looks better on me anyway.
Well, let Slade be the judge of that.
Look at the material.
You should be going home
You
anyway.
can be the judge of it. How are you going to pay for my jacket? Cash, credit, or charge? Because you will. Buy me a new jacket.
I'm worried about...
You know why you took it? Because you feel threatened. At least, you know what? I might be a bitch to the heart, but at least I don't smile in all these girls' faces because you are a wolf in sheep's clothing. I'm not. I'm a wolf. You see me coming.
Guys are just jealous because all of my friends that know me tell me that I remind them of Beyonce. So you can...
Beyonce, sweetie, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that a ugly ass bitch like this would even say that. Oh my God, are you insane? Beyonce? You know who you really look like? You look like Luther Vandross. Whatever, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Do I look like I give a fuck? Because I don't. I don't care. I'm great.
Wendy versus Omarosa. When I tell you, for me personally, I'm not talking about what everyone else thinks or where they rank number 1, number 2, number 5. For me personally, this was not a reality TV show, but it was a talk show. You had Wendy Williams versus Omarosa. This was a master class in reading a... I'm telling you right now, it does not get better than this. It was not rehearsed. It was not written down. It was off the cuff. It was mano y mano. And it was everything I needed in my life.
I know how to chill, but I will not be disrespected.
Okay. This is not the time for you to look for your moment. I invited you here.
Oh, I know how to find my moment. But just
I understand. We're going to talk about the book.
All right, well, let's get to it, Wendy. Oh, don't,
I want to look at it and show it to, well, then show it to Kenny right here. No, Kenny has the camera right here. This is the up-close camera. Would you like it to be seen? The book comes out in October. What did I just do? If I can suggest, because the only thing that I've had done to my face is a little Botox, I would suggest for you some Restylane. The lines stay. They say good blood goes crack. She's cracking.
And I would suggest a wig that doesn't sit off my head 3 inches. That would be my suggestion.
You know what, Omarosa? And on that note, thank you for coming on my show.
This was Ivy League shade. This was not community college shade. This was Ivy League shade. This was a master class in reading, and it was iconic, legendary, iconic, all of the above, honey, all of the above. I don't know who you talking to with that bob. What's wrong with a bob? Can you name this moment? Nene Leakes versus Claudia Jordan in Puerto Rico.
And you have a bob, and I can't. What's wrong with a bob? Something.
What's wrong with the bob?
Your bob don't look like hers. Hers is tight. You're supposed to wear them straight. And she has hers.
She made her bob now. She made herself a bob. No, she folded it up.
She had it completely folded under. Okay, that's a
bitch, you got on spaghetti straps.
Look, no. We can't wear spaghetti straps no more. Why would she say that? I was like, what the hell I got on?
Yeah, bitch. Make sure you ain't have on no spaghetti straps.
What I loved about this reading session is that it was funny. It wasn't a mean read. I love reads that are kind of not nice, but not horrible, but I love a funny read. I want to hear in the comments too who you think won. Each session, like if it was back and forth, who do you think won? Now this one I wasn't present for, but when I tell you when I saw it back, I told you, I said what I said when it came to Eva Marcel. The girl can read.
Everything you want on the runway is in my closet. I own it. I wasn't just modeling.
Welcome. Yeah, I got them both. I did both.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Now you're lying. You're fraud. You're fraud.
Says your lace front. I'm fraud. Says your lace front. You don't pick up your got to be glue and tack it back down. Leave me alone.
No, darling. The roster got fraud, man.
Put some edge control. Own them edges.
Kills.
Okay, so no smoke.
Stop smoking.
Very, very strict.
Take you a cigarette break.
Well, I
you can't even breastfeed because you too busy smoking a cigarette. Breastfeed.
Have a child.
Breastfeed. Can you breastfeed?
Ooh. you so bitter. I'm going to pray for you.
Not bitter.
Godspeed.
Go and get your
With
locks.
your little hoodie helmet that you wearing right now. Not too much, man.
So, when it comes to me, I have some options. Was it on Wendy Williams when I said to Michael Rappaport that I am not jealous of Marlo Hampton? Marlo is an ex-con, and I am an icon. Dead, okay? Or was it when I was on the sofa and on Real Housewives and I told Kim Zolciak, well, your husband chose to take a hoe and make her housewife, so. Oh, did I say that? Who said that? Or was it when I told Portia she only knows what she's talking about when she has a boop in her mouth? I said that? No. I don't know if I said that. I don't know if I repeated that.
You need to shut your mouth, Portia, because if it's not a dick in it, you don't even know what you're saying.
Oh, girl.
Anyway.
Please. Or was it this funny moment between me and another gentleman who always has so much to say about me on Twitter? This next one is Michael Rappaport versus me on Watch What Happens Live.
I mean, you know, peasants can't summon queens, so.
Well, but you are a villain. Michael, I don't need you to tell me what I am or am not. I appreciate you being a fan, though. Thank you for watching. Keep the cable on.
That was funny. Did you laugh? Because I laughed. These are my favorite moments. I think these were like funny moments. And that's why I chose these, because I feel like they made you laugh. It wasn't mean-spirited. It wasn't evil. It wasn't like hitting below the belt. It honestly just made you laugh, and they were funny. So drop your favorite reality TV read below and tell me, what other reads do you want to see in the next episode? You know what time it is. Yes. Twirl or toss. We're judging looks, lace, and the boldest beauty moments of the week. If it's serving, it gets a twirl. If it's tragic, darling, utterly tragic, it gets a toss. Luxury flex or label fatigue, meaning it's tired. Fatigue means it's tired. It's tired. We all love a designer moment, but is it style or is it stockpiling? The rise of monogram mania on TikTok, full of Gucci fits and matching bags and logo socks. Oh my God, it's just team too much. It's all a scheme that Todd set up. But nonetheless, everyone wants to be Gucci down to the socks, right? And I'm not picking on Gucci because I love Gucci. I wear Gucci. I just bought some Gucci something last week. But I am not a girl who loves labels because I feel like it's loud. Blatant labels. And I don't mind a subtle label, like a little Versace emblem on a shoe. Or, you know, an LV hidden somewhere. I don't mind subtle labels, but I'm just never been a label girl. I don't feel like I need to advertise other people's lines. And for me, it just also reads, and I know I'm going to get killed for this, it just seems a little bit tacky. Did Jackie O wear labels all across her body from head to toe, screaming, I have money because I can buy this $2,000 or $3,000 outfit? She didn't. The style icons that I know, your Zendaya. Excuse me? Have you lost your mind? Did you say? Can somebody show Will the door? Can somebody escort Will out? You are insane. She is not on anybody's top 10 list, and I like. She is not on anybody's top 10, top 20, top 50, top 100, top 1,000 list. Show me a list with her name on it. That anybody of style, influence, give me a law version and tell me that she made the top 10. My top 10 style icon is I said it before, Zendaya. Zendaya is a goddess. She can do no wrong. Can you find one photo of Zendaya in 10 years where she has worn labels from head to toe? I'll wait. Another style icon, Naomi. Naomi is a goddess. She looks, walks, she is a goddess, beauty head to toe. Has access to the most important, most iconic fashion houses to ever be in existence. Show me a photo where she has ever worn massive labels on her body from head to toe. And when it wasn't Halloween. Let's say Jennifer Lopez. I'll give her that. Jennifer Lopez.
Really?
I love Jennifer style. Sorry.
Now let's show you the way.
No. I don't care what you say. Look at Jennifer's red carpet photos. Jennifer Lopez never misses. I'm sorry. She wears the most beautiful clothing for her body, beautifully tailored. She is a style icon. I'm sorry. Victoria Beckham, Princess Diana. Have you ever seen them in logos from head to toe? Have you ever seen them with the designer's name splattered across their body? Now, I love a Valentino moment where he takes his logo and makes it a print in the fashion, very subtly done. I've seen some of those pieces look beautiful. I like when they incorporate it in fabric per se, but not as a big name. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah. You know what else is a pet peeve of mine? I was always told this when I was modeling. Never mix labels. When it comes to wearing your labels, like you have Balenciaga pants on, Louis Vuitton shirt, Balmain glasses, Chanel bag, I have always been taught you don't mix so many labels at one time. Well, whether you adapt that as well, it's up to you. But trust me, why true personal style it's not always about the price tag and showing off a label. That doesn't mean you have style because you wear something that has labels all over it. And I'm sure the designers appreciate it because you're promoting their fashions. But some of y'all are like walking invoices. It's not iconic. Sorry. I'm going to give you a fake email to file your complaints. Don't call me, okay? Call 1-800-KENYA. Don't give a damn. I think in my history, I've probably worn, subtle monograms. Maybe I've worn, like I have a Fendi suit that has the Fendi symbol, but it's so classic and subtle and soft. You know what I mean? I love those. Fendi I think does it well, but I can't get into the big Fendi, the big Balenciagas, the big, those LVs everywhere. I just can't get into it. It's just my personal opinion. You don't have to agree with me, but it's just my opinion. And I don't think that you should be a slave to logos. So twirl or toss. Are y'all still gagging over luxury, or are we overdue for a reset? Can we get away with an H&M? Because H&M to me is still mid-range. You know what I mean? I don't mind. It's not Forever 21 or Charlotte. What is it? Charlotte Ross? Roos or Ross or Charlotte Roos? It's not closed now. Yeah, they may be closed, but it's Target. I will wear Target. I don't care. I wear Zara all the time. I wear Target. Maybe it's my workout stuff. I will wear Marshalls. I don't care as long as I like it. I don't need to tell you I have money by wearing a logo. And maybe it's just a personal preference. Either way, look good. However you feel, you look good. But this is just my opinion. Comment below. Hey, I want to hear from you. I want to know, what do you think? Do you want to wear your labels, or do you just wear what you like? I want to know. This is More to Say, where we pause the headlines and pour into the things that matter most: beauty, grace, and showing up as the queen that you are. And no filter needed. Queen energy means you shine anyway. When you walk into a room, you command the room because you know who you are. You don't have to believe what other people say about you, even though what most people want to say about you is because they're jealous and they want to knock you down a peg or two, as my grandmother used to tell me. Sometimes people say the nastiest things about you online as a troll, behind your back, friends who, quote unquote friends who are jealous of you and just want to say something negative about you because they really, really envy you. Be careful of those people who speak about you in a negative way behind your back, because they're never your friends. And most of the time, they want to be you, or they want something that you have that they cannot get, or they can't obtain it themselves. Now, I am used to, in my opinion, elegance and softness and beauty as a way to lead, influence, and to protect my peace. I'm going to show up as myself no matter the room I'm in. I will never, in the words of Nelson Mandela, I remember when I was competing in pageants, there were two things that really stood out for me. Nelson Mandela once said, never ever shrink yourself in the presence of anyone. I'll say that again. Never shrink who you are to make someone else feel bigger or comfortable in your presence. If someone is intimidated by you, or they don't like you because you have a certain je ne sais quoi that they don't have, it's not your issue. You don't have to play yourself small or dumb or make someone feel comfortable because you might know all the answers and they don't. You may have been to the south of France or Dubai and all of these places and they haven't, so you don't really want to mention it. You may live in a beautiful townhome that you've purchased with your hard-earned money that you have made from your very profitable business. And they don't. They don't have the income. They don't have the home. They don't have the things that they want in their life. You don't have to play that down. You don't have to ever brag because who you are is who you are. These are just facts, and it's not bragging. You don't have to outshine anyone because you are the light. I remember telling a friend of mine, she was complimenting me on something, and I said, you know what? I may have a crown, but you have a light. Yeah, I have a crown. I earned it. I'm very proud of it. Pivotal moment in my life, a dream come true. But just because you don't have a literal crown doesn't mean you don't have your own light. What is it about you that when you walk into a room, you are most proud of? And I'm not talking about physical beauty. I'm talking about who do you feel most proud of as the person that you are? That when you walk into a room, it attracts people that are like you, that are positive, that are kind, that are giving, that want to uplift other people like you. Do you want to help other young girls who, when you look at them, look like you, and you want to help them achieve their goals and their dreams? Is that your superpower? Is that your light? Are you someone that people feel like they can talk to you no matter what? Because you're going to keep their secrets and you're not going to weaponize your secrets that you've told them against yourself at a later time or keep it from, mad day. So you have to figure out, what is your light? We all have one. And you have to focus on letting that light shine beautiful, powerful, and bright, no matter where you are or who you are around. And when I feel good about myself and the things that I'm doing, that light just shines brighter and brighter. I show up different, and it's not just about vanity. It's not about whether I'm trying to show up. I just want to feel good for me. I show up different depending on the vibration of the room, who I'm attracted to, what is pulling me towards someone. And sometimes in my life, I've been called too much. Probably half of my life I've been called too much. She thinks she's smarter. She thinks she's better. No, I don't. But I was told and I was taught never to dim my light to make someone else comfortable. Again, words of Nelson Mandela. But in this day and age, whether you're headed to the boardroom or the bus stop or the ballroom, don't shrink. Always have that main character energy. Be the mood. Be the moment. Be the reason that someone else lifts their chin a little bit higher because they admire what you're bringing to the table, what you're bringing and walking into the room. You weren't born to blend in. You were born to bloom. So shine anyway, queen. That light, it's more than enough. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Life Twirls On. This space is about beauty. It's about brains and boldly being yourself. I can't wait for you guys for next week to show you more magic, for more tricks up my sleeve, and to share life's experiences. And let's just talk. So be sure to subscribe, send in your Ask Kenya questions, and tag us in your twirl-worthy moments. Until next time, keep it cute, keep it real, and keep twirling. Bye. Woo. Follow the Instagram page, Life Twirls On TV, and also TikTok, where we will be just cutting up and acting a fool, but all for you. I'll see you next week. Mwah.